In the heart of New York City, a group of elite criminals prepared for the most daring heist the city had ever seen. The mastermind behind the plan was Adrian Cole, a former military strategist turned thief, known for his ability to outthink the law. His crew was small but specialized, each member an expert in their field. There was Lisa, the hacker, who could break into any security system. Marcus, the con man, could slip into any disguise and talk his way past any obstacle. Then there was Diego, the muscle, a former boxer who handled anything requiring brute force. Finally, there was Evelyn, a world-class safecracker with hands as steady as a surgeon's. Their target? The Astoria Vault, a private bank that stored some of the world's most valuable assets, gold, rare diamonds, and confidential documents. Their mission was to steal the Black Orchid, a rare diamond worth over $100 million, stored in the bank's high-security underground vault. The job had to be flawless, and Adrian had spent 6 months crafting a foolproof plan. The Astoria Vault was impenetrable, or so people thought. It had biometric scanners, motion detectors, and armed guards patrolling around the clock. But Adrian had discovered a weakness. The building's security system underwent routine maintenance every Sunday at 3 a.m., creating a 15-minute window of vulnerability. That was their opening. Lisa had spent months hacking into the security feed, creating a flawless loop of footage that would make it seem as if nothing was amiss. Marcus had spent weeks befriending one of the bank's managers under a false identity, gaining access to restricted areas and gathering intel on the vault's layout. Diego had mapped out the entire building, identifying weak points in the infrastructure. On the night of the heist, everything had to go according to plan. At exactly 2:45 a.m., Marcus, disguised as a janitor, walked into the bank's back entrance, swiping a stolen access card. He carried a small device Lisa had designed, which disabled the security cameras for precisely 3 seconds, just long enough for him to slip inside unnoticed. Meanwhile, Lisa sat in a van outside, monitoring the security systems. With a few keystrokes, she hijacked the surveillance feed, looping pre-recorded footage of an empty hallway. The guards watching the monitors saw nothing unusual. At 2:55 a.m., Adrian, Diego, and Evelyn entered through a maintenance tunnel that led directly beneath the bank. Diego used a laser cutter to open a hidden grate leading into the basement. They moved quickly and silently, navigating the dark corridors. By 3 a.m., they reached the vault. Evelyn got to work, carefully manipulating the intricate lock. This wasn't an ordinary safe. It required a 3-step authentication process, a fingerprint scan, a digital passcode, and a mechanical combination lock. Marcus had managed to steal a copy of the manager's fingerprint. Lisa had hacked the digital passcode, and Evelyn was there to handle the final lock. With surgical precision, she turned the dial, listening for the faintest clicks. The final number fell into place, and the lock released with a soft clunk. The vault door swung open. Inside, shelves of priceless valuables glistened under the dim emergency lights. But they weren't here for gold or cash. They had only one target, the Black Orchid. Adrian located the display case and placed a specialized suction device on the glass. With a quiet hiss, the glass panel lifted away without triggering the alarm. He reached in and retrieved the diamond. By 3:10 a.m., they were making their way back when disaster struck. A guard on patrol noticed something odd. A janitor's cart left in the wrong hallway. He called it in. Suddenly, Lisa's security feed was useless. The guards were alert. Adrian didn't panic. Plan B, he whispered. Diego set off a smoke bomb in the east wing of the bank, triggering the fire alarm. Chaos erupted as security scrambled to respond. In the confusion, Marcus slipped into the crowd of evacuating employees, changing his disguise within seconds. Adrian, Evelyn, and Diego doubled back through the maintenance tunnel. Lisa, waiting in the van, activated a remote signal that opened a side exit. The trio emerged onto the street, blending in with the fleeing crowd. By 3:15 a.m., they were gone. The police arrived minutes later, baffled by what had happened. The vault had been breached, yet the security footage showed nothing. There were no forced entries, no alarms triggered, just an empty display case where the Black Orchid had once been. By the time authorities realized what had happened, Adrian and his crew were already halfway to their safe house. The diamond was secured, and within days, it would be on its way to a private buyer overseas. As they toasted their success, Adrian smiled. It was never about strength, he said. It was about thinking one step ahead. And once again, the world's cleverest thieves had pulled off the impossible.